Hi, my name's Ben. I'm a guest author here on WPZOOM. I write tutorials, reviews, that sort of thing for the guys and girls at WPZOOM. Having a great time doing it, by the way. So this is WPZOOM. If you haven't heard of them, they do produce some very high quality themes for WordPress. They do everything for food bloggers, videographers, that sort of stuff. So if you get the time, check out WPZOOM.com. Today, I actually wanted to go through Canva. This is a video review of Canva, what it offers, what it can do, and we're going to go through it step by step. But before I do, I wanted to tell you how difficult it can be to get featured images right for your blog. There's a lot of resources out there that give you, some great royalty-free images. Off the top of my head, Unsplash, Pixabay, that sort of thing. All great, all brilliant. They've got some truly remarkable imagery on there. But when it comes to editing the actual photograph, the actual image itself, adding text overlays, changing the colors and that sort of thing, if you don't have editing software, the likes of Photoshop, that sort of stuff, it can be quite a lengthy process using various online image editors, that sort of stuff. I use Canva quite often, more often than not, and it's a great platform. It really is great. I'm going to go through very quickly on the pricing. I think, pricing can make or break something. And I just want to show you what you get. Now, I'm visiting this website from the UK, so pricing's in pounds here. Okay, so there is a free version of Canva. You get 8,000 free templates, 100 plus design types, social media posts, presentations, letters, that sort of stuff, and loads of free photos and graphics. If you want to go one step up, and this is the plan that I'm actually on, and I pay this monthly, and I have done for the last 8 months, and I've got no reason to quit. I pay $10.99 a month, billed monthly. It works for me. What's good about this one is you've got more options available to you. You've got more templates. You've got 60 million premium stock images, photos, videos, and graphics. You can upload your own fonts and logos, and you can make custom templates, that sort of stuff. If you want to go even more, you get unlimited storage, that sort of thing. There's loads of different options available. But if you wanted to, you could start with free. Give it a try, see how you get on, see how it functions for you, whether it's worth, potentially upgrading at a later date. That's how I started. I started on the free version, really loved it, and then I upgraded to Pro. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to log in, and we'll go through what it can do and how it could be of benefit to you as a blogger, making images for social media, for featured images for your blog posts, that sort of stuff. Okay, so I'm signed in, and this is the dashboard for Canva. This is where you can search for templates, view your previous designs that you've done. I've done some messing around here, done some sort of like blog header graphics or featured images, that sort of stuff. There's lots and lots on offer. You've got Instagram posts, you've got logos, you've got YouTube thumbnails, Facebook covers, YouTube channel art. There's loads and loads of stuff on offer to you. So you're not just limited to doing featured images for blog posts. You could do an Instagram post to coincide with your blog post, or you could do something for Pinterest, something for Facebook, something for Twitter. I'm going to go through the editor with you in a second, give you an idea of what's possible to do and how it could be of benefit to your blog. So this is, like I say, this is a dashboard, lots of templates available, nice search boxes, we've got apps, we've got photographs. Okay, so I'm logged into the Canva dashboard. As you can see, there's quite a lot to go through. So I'm going to go through a few sections with you, give you an overview, and then what I'd like to do is show you how you can create something for your featured image for your blog or blog imagery, that sort of thing. I'm not a designer, so designs might not be great, but what's great about Canva is the fact that you don't have to be a good designer. There's some really good templates here, and you can make something unique, tweak it, and do what you need. Okay, So first of all, we've got a few different menu items here. Okay, so all your designs, I've done some tinkering around here. I use it. These aren't all my designs. I've deleted a few, but it's good to see that you know they're stored safely and easy to access. Templates. Okay, if we're looking for a template, this is where you do it. There's plenty on offer. You've got Facebook posts, Instagram stories, posts for Instagram, Facebook covers, flyers, presentations, YouTube channels, cards, business cards, photo colleges. The list goes on. I'm not going to bore you with all of this, but there's plenty on offer. Facebook's posts, Instagram, that sort of thing. So if you're looking to jazz up your Instagram, whether you're a food blogger and you're using a theme from WPZOOM, like Foodica, for example, and you created a stellar blog post or a recipe using the recipe cards block by WPZOOM, then you'll know that getting it on Instagram, everybody loves food pictures on Instagram or Instagram stories. You can change these and amend them so you've got some really nice visuals, add some video to them as well, so everything will look really cool. Okay, photos. This is a library. Bear in mind, I've got the paid for subscription, so you know, compared to the free one, there's a lot more images available to you, and here you can see the trending photographs, free and premium. You can narrow it down to premium only. You can just look for free images. So if you're using the free version, you just got to use use free, and you can search through, and you can use these at your leisure. Apps. I haven't really played around too much with apps. But there are ways to connect certain things, ways to connect Canva to certain platforms. So scrolling through, you can add Facebook images, you can connect it to Facebook, Giphy, you know, great if you want to put a GIF into something. Google Maps, Pexels, Pixabay, the list goes on, there's loads. There's also the option to edit your images. There's lots on offer like Duotone, Bad TV, Color Mix, Glitch. I will show you those actually in the design editor, so don't worry too much about that. You've also got options with connecting with LinkedIn. So if you're using LinkedIn in a massive way, or, you know, you can create something there. MailChimp, OneDrive, Pinterest is a very good one. If you're a food blogger, again, or just a general blogger, you could use Pinterest to maximize traffic by adding some sharp, clean images with text overlays, that sort of thing, and really sort of make it sexy, encourage people to click on the actual pin itself, and then as a byproduct come to your website. Same with Twitter, WeChat, Tumblr, Slack. You know, there's loads on offer. Okay, brand kit. Now this is quite cool because what you can do is you can add your brand logo. Here you could upload a logo, and you could set some predetermined colors that are keeping with your branding, and some styles and some fonts. You can even upload a font in the paid for version, I believe. So you can keep things within keeping, which is key. So if you've got a blog that's got specific aesthetics, certain fonts, a certain color palette, it would make sense to make any designs that you do fit in with your blog. That way you've got brand consistency throughout the whole process. So you're building, building a brand, I suppose is the best way to put it. So there's options here for you to add stuff. I haven't done that because I do so many different things using Canva to add a brand kit, which I really probably should do at some point, but I haven't, but it's here if you need to. Design School. Now, Design School goes through a range of options, a range of tutorials. They're great ways to learn how to use Canva, great for getting, knowledge on certain things like social media mastery, branding for your business. Branding for your business and social media mastery are probably the first couple of places you want to have a look at, because the reason for that is you might be brilliant at creating content. You might have, made a website for video content. You might be a photographer, that sort of thing. But branding and social media, you might not be too hot on. And using these courses like branding for your business, if you click through to that, There's all kinds of lessons and tutorials here. I'm going to mute that so it doesn't overlay. There's lots on offer, so you can get some really good tuition from people that use Canva, and read some success stories from people that have used it as well, so you can get knowledge and get familiar with the platform. Okay, create a team. Here you can add additional members. So if you're a blogger and you've got 3 or 4 different people in your team, you can add them here, and you can give them privileges like administrator, template designer, and member, that sort of thing. So it's quite, I suppose the best way to put it is, it can be a team effort. You might have people who specialize in doing Instagram posts and that sort of thing. I know Ina at WPZOOM, that's her specialty. I know she uses Canva. That's come up in a discussion in Slack with the WPZOOM team. And the reason they use it does create striking sort of like post images and that sort of stuff. And it's one of the reasons why I wanted to review it. So next up, we're going to go into a bit of a tutorial, I suppose, on how to create a design and the features that Canva can offer. Okay, so going back into Canva again, we're still in the dashboard, but we want to create a design. Maybe we've got a new post that's coming out. Maybe we want to create something that's going to stand out. So navigating to the create a design, there's lots of different options here. There's presets for a range of different things. Gift certificates, announcements. There's loads. Take the free trial, give it a go. You'll see what I mean. But we don't really want to use any of them. We want to use a custom design. Okay, so let's say our featured image is 900 by 500. Just simply click Create Design. And this is the editor. Now, the most important thing to do, first of all, is to give it a name. So we're going to go with featured image. Okay, so that, click out of it and it's done. That's named. We know what it is. And believe me, naming the actual files is going to make your life so much easier, because once you've done loads of these different things, it's really difficult to keep track. So naming it makes your life easier. Okay, so we've got a blank template here. What do we want to do? Let's have a look. I tell you what, let's say, hypothetically speaking, we're going to create a header image for a food blog. That seems quite straightforward, quite simple. Let's have a look at where are we? Where have they gone? It is here somewhere. Photos. Okay. In photos, I'm going to look for, I'm just going to type in food. There's some brilliant images here, really good. Let's choose, what should we choose? What looks good? What would stand out? I don't know. The key thing to remember when you're looking for photographs to use in a featured image for a blog post is the positioning. You see that one there, centralized, might not be that good for if you're going to put text over the top of it. You can put overlays over the image so the text is more prominent, but that has got plenty of space for some text. So I'm going to choose this one, and you can see it's loaded it in the editor. Now what we can do is we can make it bigger or smaller, drag in and drop in. So I'm going to make that a bit bigger. I'm going to bring it down a bit so we can get that. You see the purple line in the middle? That means that it's perfectly aligned left and right. If you move it up and down, you'll see another line there. And if you move it again to there, that means it's dead center. Okay, so it's a good idea. It's a good visual guide. If you use Photoshop or something like that, you'll be familiar with that sort of stuff. Okay, so we've added this in, and now we want to add some text. So if we move over here and we go to text, there's loads of font combinations here, some great ones as well actually. You can use predetermined, add a heading and then change the font, but to be honest with you, as a time saver, you might want to use something a little bit different. Let's have a look through what looks good. What would mix with this image? I don't know. There's so many to choose from. Let's say, I think something with a little bit fancy might be quite nice. Let's go back to the top. I did see one that was quite nice. And tell you what, let's go with that one. Okay, so we've dragged that in. Sorry, I've clicked on it. Let's make that a bit smaller. Hugs and kisses. Okay, well, you can change the text here. So let's call it 25 recipes to make your mouth water. Right, don't worry about this. Don't worry about the text size. All perfectly fine. We can change that, and we can change it down to, let's try 42. Sorry, let's try 80. It's probably something to do with the spacing, I think. Yeah, spacing. Let's reduce the line height a little bit and just get it a little bit right. Select all that again. I'm going to change that 64. And we're going to make that a little bit bigger, so we can get the R in there. For some reason the R's off. Oh, there you go. What's really cool about this as well is if you can rotate the text, or you can keep it back to normal. If you press Control Z or whatever the Apple key function is for it, it will actually, turn it back to the original size. We don't really like that size, so I'm going to make it 56. There you go. That's better. And we can put check it out on whatever your blog is, mysite.com. Okay, so right here we've got 25 recipes to make your mouth water. Check it out on mysite.com. Don't have to have mysite.com. We could just have the brand in there. You could import a logo and put a logo in the bottom right hand corner. That's good for branding as well. So it's always at the forefront of people's minds. Your logo could include your full address, so people know. It's handy for social media and that sort of thing. Right, so we've created the image. It's all well and good. And here we can download it. We've got options for JPEG, which is a smaller file size. We can download it as a PDF, high quality PDF print, a video, a GIF, and animation. I'm going to go into those in a little bit more detail. So if we go to publish, you can download, you can share the link, you can present, you can do presentations with this, which is really cool as well. Facebook page, Twitter, email, show more, Facebook group, animation, Google Drive, Dropbox, There's loads and loads of options. Okay, you might want to just download it as a PNG and then upload it to your blog or a JPEG. So you can add a transparent background, only works with the PNG. So if you didn't have this background image and this was black or something like that, and you just wanted the text but nothing else, if you select transparent background, it means when you upload it to your blog, it will have a transparent background. So if you've got a different color for your header, or whatever it is in your theme, then you'll only really see the text part in whatever color you decide. That kind of defeats the object because we want the image. So we can download it as a JPEG. So you can hit that, and then you could adjust the image quality so you can get a better file size. So we can download that, and you can continue editing, or we can click on this. And my computer's a little bit slow at the moment. Here we go. 25 recipes to make your mouth water, mysite.com. That's what it looks like. Very simple, very easy to understand, quite striking at the same time to a degree. Like I say, I'm not a designer, but it gives you an idea. If you want to get fancy with stuff, so let's say we want to move that image in a little bit. Let's get the food in there a bit better. Now, if you want to get fancy and add an overlay or a filter or something like that, you can adjust things here. We can set the transparency of the background like that, or if you wanted to, we can adjust it. So you've got brightness levels here. You can adjust, darken, do whatever you need. Contrast, saturation, tint, blur. You can blur the image, which you see a lot of blogs do this actually. Just blur it enough just to give a hint of what the image is about, but it makes the text more prominent, which is quite a decent tip actually, I suppose. But we can reset that here. Let's take a look at the filter. Range of filter options here, so we can do any of these. That's quite nice actually, I like that. And then we can adjust the level accordingly. Lots on offer, lots of different things to choose from. Okay, so I'm going to undo that. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, back to normal. Effects. Now, there's some really cool stuff here. So we can choose bad TV, rerun, tube, rainbow. Oh God, there's so much to choose from. I'm going to just show you an example. Let's choose retro. Okay, that's bad TV. So it puts, you know, the old school. You're probably too young to remember. Old school TVs, colour TVs would do this every now and again. It's a bit of a weird one, but you know, it's quite nice to have. So you've got tube, you've got blip. Oh, there's loads on here. Forgotten how many there was actually. All great, all different, and some of them really. Oh, that's lovely. Some of them really do stand out. That's really nice as well. I could be here all day doing this. I'm going to cancel that though. Okay, so that's giving you an overview of doing a blog post image, and if you want to animate it, this is really cool, but it's only available on the premium ones. So I'm going to go with animation. Okay, you'll see here it gives you a little bit of an overview of what the animation is. So you can do pan. That's really nice. You can do block. You can do rise. Breathe. That's really nice. Slide. Simple doesn't really do an awful lot, really, to be honest with you. But if you want to animate your images, you can do. You can download them as an MP4 or a GIF format, so you could share them on Twitter and that sort of thing. So it'll give you, you know, having a GIF on Twitter or wherever, or whatever social network, really is sort of like eye-catching. So, you know, you could save this image as a featured blog post, and then what you could do is on Twitter, you could type it in, give it a URL, and then upload your GIF to it. It makes it stand out a little bit more, makes it more prominent, and gives people a reason to click on it. Okay, so we can download that. We've downloaded it. It's all good. We like it. It's really cool what Canva can do, and there are so many different things. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this and this. Start off with a blank canvas. Right, if you wanted to do something a little bit different and you wanted to add videos, let's just say you're doing something on Instagram. Okay, here we've got loads of different style video content. It's got varying lengths. You can see here your free and premium. Let's have a look. What can we use? Let's type in. I'm using food as an example. I'm sorry, but I know a lot of people at WPZOOM or customers of WPZOOM use you know, their themes for food blogging, that sort of thing. So it makes sense to try and keep it in some kind of form. Let's add that. I've still got text there. I'll delete that. Here we go. Just make that a little bit bigger. Okay. So. Play the video, so it gives you an idea, gives you a preview, and we can close that, and then we can get fancy with some text, and let's choose different text this time around. So we want to put, can't see it at the moment because it's in black, but what we can do is if we position it where we need it to be, and we can change that to white, and the top is white, and then on the video, what we can do is we can put colour over the top of it. Might have messed that up myself, sorry, apologies. Yeah, I have, I'm so sorry. Right, anyway, so here's cue the confetti overlaid on top of our video, and I'm just seeing if we can reduce this down. So if we click on that, let's make that, yeah, just as I thought. So you can make that a little bit more, give it a bit more of a transparency area, and then we can change the colour, make the colours stand out a bit more that way. Okay, so if we preview that, we've got a nice effect over the top, and that's our video. Now, that was easy. Ridiculously easy. If we close that preview down, I believe we can still, oh, nope, sorry. I believe we can still add an animation. So yeah, let's say you want to do that. So we're going to download that. Canva in the background will prepare the design, and you can download the MP4. Now I've set it, I've set an animation effect to this video. So if you imagine you resized it and it was for an Instagram post, anything like that, then you can download it and you can post it on your phone to Instagram or whatever social platform of your choice. It's a really good way to get people with video. And in fairness, you can import your own video as well. So if you've got a video that you've shot, you can import that into Canva, and you can add overlay effects to it, text overlay, and make it really pop. So using the Canva editor, you can do so much with so many different things, and it really is a cinch to use. I'm just waiting for Canva to compile this. Obviously it's a 17-minute clip, and it's got its own animation on top of it, which is the breathe effect. So we're just going to wait for that to pop up, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so Canva's finished processing our image. I've downloaded it as an MP4. So what does it look like? Well, I've got a full screen view here, so let's play it. Now, great for restaurants, perfect for food bloggers, perfect for any kind of blog going really. You could use this to create an intro for your YouTube content. You could save it as as a title before your videos. There's a lot you can do with this, and of course don't forget that you can actually drag and drop and add your own video content onto Canva. So you've always got that ability to do. Okay, so we've done the video elements. Now we're going to have a look at different templates. I think it's probably the best way to do it. Templates, let's have a look. Let's just see what we've got on offer. Let's have a look. Okay, let's say you're going to do something for Instagram. Okay, so now we're in Instagram, okay? So you want to do a video post or something like that. Let's click on that one. So we can use this template. Okay, so it's not actually, food blogging related, granted, but there's lots we can change here. Okay, so you could have a series of videos in there. So if we play it, it gives us a nice preview. Strong is the new beautiful. Here you can change images, you can upload your own ones, and here you can tinker with various things as well. So you can rotate stuff, change the font, change the background. Let's change that to, I don't know, change the size of that as well. And obviously you can import video. So if you go to where are we? Videos, and we put food in again. Let's hit return. We use this one, put it into there, drag and drop, and you've got a nice food image there. Now this box could be, let's have a look at pictures. It could be your logo, it could be a picture. Oh, sorry, my fault. So click on that first and add that into there. And then here we want to use something different. Let's use that and drag that into there. Let's change. Sorry, I'm going to change this to food. Isn't it beautiful? Let's change that down to 42. I don't like that background color. Let's change that, make it a bit more prominent. What have we got? That kind of works. It'll do. So let's have a look at the preview of it. So if you're doing a food blog, or you've got images or recipes, or you've taken footage of your meals that you've created, you could drag and drop it in there. Download this onto your desktop, add it to your phone, and you could import it into Instagram as an Instagram post. You're not limited to that. I mean, you could use this on LinkedIn. You could use it anywhere you want. You could use it on Twitter if you really wanted to. But there's space for branding, and there's more options available. Especially if you wanted to go back to my image. Sorry, go back here. If you wanted to edit it, you can always let's put an animation on it. Nice pop up. Look at that. That looks great. That looks brilliant. There's some really good features there. And obviously that video will play as well. Or breathe. Or slide. So there's so much you can do with Canva. It really is. If you get the opportunity, please do take the trial for a spin, because you won't be disappointed. I know, like I said, the guys at WPZOOM use it. If you're looking to create or establish a brand or a presence online via social media or your own blog, there really is some fantastic designs on here, and it's brilliant for non-designers. And I am a non-designer, so being able to use something and tear it apart and repurpose it for my own use, it's fantastic. So if you go to stuff like templates and you wanted to do a t-shirt or something like that, you can. It's all there for you. You've got massive amounts of tutorials, guides, experts giving tips on colors. You've got so much on offer, and like I say, I would wholeheartedly recommend it. I'm a paying customer, and I'm a happy paying customer. And if you want something that's going to help you, because nothing sells a picture like like a picture itself. Like a picture's worth 1,000 words, they say. And getting the images right for your blog, I mean, for the sake of £10 a month, or whatever it is in dollars, or wherever you are in the world, it's a minimal cost comparative to how much traffic it could generate, how much it can help you establish your brand. And it really is fantastic. It's so easy to use, and it's only got the functionality that you really need. Sure, there's a lot more complex applications out there, like Photoshop and adjusting stuff, that sort of thing. But it can be overkill to the layperson, of which I count myself. But if you want to give Canva a go, sign up for the free trial, and you'll see what I mean. There's one more thing I wanted to show you before I close this review down. Is if we go to create design, and we'll do the same thing again. We're going to go with custom. This is a really cool feature. So let's say you've got an image that's got a background in it. Okay, it might be an image that you've shot. It can be a pain in the rear to remove the background. So if we take a photograph, I'm just going to use this as an example. Cat. Let's have a look for a cat. Okay, there's some here that have got transparent backgrounds anyway. There's quite a few here, but this one hasn't. So I'm going to use this. Okay, I'm going to drag this out. I'm going to make it fit to my section. Okay, now effects. You might have seen this earlier, but I'm going to try this. This can be hit or miss. Okay, I'm not going to lie. The more complex images, it might struggle a little bit with. But if we click on background remover, it's thinking about it. It's doing what it can. Might take a little while, so I do apologise. I probably should pause it, shouldn't I, and come back to it. There you go. Is that removed? Yeah. Okay. So now, move that out of the way. We can set the background to, so we can see how it's fared. Blue. Now what we can do is add that in there. Got a little bit of something there, but probably amend that, get rid of it. And then you can put some text here as well. You can put some more cats in there if you wanted to. It's cat happy. Look at this, so many cats. If you like cats, you're going to love this. Look at that, Cat City. This is fantastic. Just cats, man. Oh, look, another cat. That's, sorry, I got carried away with myself. Yeah, so there's lots you can do with Canva. If you want to give it a go, please do. There is a free trial. You don't have to use a credit card or anything like that, I don't believe. And it's worth its weight in gold to me as an individual. Really simple to use. And with so many tutorials, if you do ever get stuck, just have a look at the tutorials, and they're very straightforward, especially video tutorials and the written ones. Very simple, easy to use, and it's a tool in my arsenal. I recommend it 100%. It's great. I hope you've enjoyed this review for WPZOOM. I will be doing more, hopefully, if Pavel decides that he likes these reviews. And if he does, brilliant. I'll probably do some more things, maybe review some more products for you as well. So I hope you had fun. I hope you got an understanding of Canva and what it can do for you as an individual or your business. Don't forget to check out WPZOOM.com for some high quality WordPress themes. We've got plenty on offer, lots and lots of decent quality WordPress themes. I know because I've tested one. I've actually reviewed Fudica for my own personal blog and kind of loved it. So that aside, until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe and be well. Take care.